Hi everybody and welcome back to Azaria's Place, or welcome if you're new. Wow. Hi everybody and welcome to Azaria's Place, or welcome. Hi everybody and welcome to Azaria's Place. I don't know why my hand's just sitting over here. Now I can't, even looking at it now, I just want to cry because it looks so bad. Hi everybody and welcome back to Azaria's Place. If this is your first time here, I'm Azaria, this is my place. The sign is finally back up. Anyways, this is my first attempt at building in The Sims for realsies. I definitely have some old builds of some shells that are questionable, and I probably could find them and revisit them later, but I was very ambitious and it'll show. So I'm just gonna let that speak for itself. So here we go. Okay, so I'm on a 30 by 20 lot and it's in Newcrest in like the upscale gay community. I don't remember which neighborhood it is, but I definitely wanted to get really creative with this build and I struggled tremendously, especially with the shell. And I know going in, all I could think was I want a nice foyer that leads into where the staircase will be, and I had nothing beyond that, and it was really hard. I didn't have any inspiration pictures or anything. I just kind of wanted to play with some cool shapes because I wanted to do some really cool things. I walked into this thinking luxurious. You can see my Sims off to the side there. There are 7 of them. I wanted a 6-bedroom home with a basement, a laundry room, and an office. And I really wanted a home gym too, but I was not able to fit that in there. But it was very ambitious for my first like full-scale build. This took me an hour and 40 minutes and it's truthfully not even done because I'm so used to renovating, and so I'm used to like finding clutter and putting up portraits. There are like I don't think any wall decorations. The kids' bedrooms are hardly decorated, and you'll see that. I will probably one day revisit this later in life, but I had to just stop. I really had to give up on it because it was so much and it was so intimidating, and I don't get how people can build like crazy. So on the first floor here, I was trying to do like that foyer, that's me in the basement, and just trying to set up. And I think at that point I was like, I'm gonna have a guest bedroom. Yeah, I was jumping all over the place. I was so ahead of myself thinking that I could just put all the bedrooms up and it would work out fine. Mind you, my stairs are sitting next to the house right now. They're not even in the house. Yeah, it was a hot mess. So basically on the first floor I was trying to do a bathroom, a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen. And I wanted to do a stair going up into the doorway and maybe even a small porch eventually, and try to do a porch in the backyard as well. So as you can see, I'm having trouble with the stairs because I already built walls upstairs and didn't think about the fact that I had not even really figured it all out yet. So this was me stuck thinking, what am I supposed to do now? And that's why it's frozen for a little bit, because I really was looking at this so confused about what to do. Because I wanted it to be a big house. I wanted it to be more wide, not so much long, and it ended up being more long than wide. So yeah, I picked the wallpaper I liked, I committed, and then I ended up bulldozing the entire second floor because I did not like it and my stairs wouldn't fit. So yeah, I think the color schemes that I mostly gravitated toward were these wood and like white-ish, mostly wood. Wood was kind of the theme for most things. And so my door was wood, and then I realized that my stairs didn't really match that, and my house was outside gray and white. It didn't make any sense. So this area that I'm renovating now is the kitchen and dining room, and then, yeah, that's the kitchen and dining room, and then the living room, and I was trying to fit an office space in the back without being too overwhelming. Yeah, I know this video is also crazy to look at. This was my first like speed build too, so I have to kind of learn how to be not so crazy with how much I'm turning things, or, oh, that was aggressive, how much I'm turning the camera and zooming in and moving things, because it really is a lot to look at. So I ended up doing this, and I didn't like where the house was placed, so I moved the entire house, and then I realized my stairs wouldn't really look right, and then I also walked into this thinking I'm gonna landscape and put a pool in the back. It was gonna be the prettiest house ever, but I got overwhelmed. So then I decided I want to fence the whole thing in, go with the gated community vibe, and then I realized I didn't like the fence surrounding the entire house, so I quickly, I think, shot that idea down because I did not like the way it looked, and I didn't know what to do with the open part, so I decided let's cut it off at the house, and maybe we'll add a fence later, and I think I forgot, to be honest with you, so there you have it. So this is basically what the first floor ended up, I think, looking like for the most part. I just kind of played with the sizes of things multiple times because upstairs was really hard. I was like, how am I going to get a bedroom for every single one of these children? So as you'll find out next week, I did a video for my finally reacting to spa day, and I decided to make a family that had one of like each gender and age. So that way I could see if any things had become available and create a sim for each age range. And so I ended up saying, oh, this is such a fun family. Maybe I'll actually want to play with them. And I went a little crazy and was like, maybe I should make them a house. And so today I also decided I'm going to make them a house. And I got a little crazy. And I forgot that I'm used to renovating houses and not so used to building houses. So it was definitely a rude awakening in terms of builds, because as you can see, I was struggling so much with the upstairs and how to put it together. And this is kind of, I think, what I came up with, but I didn't want so much overhang of the house. I don't know if that's the correct term, but I didn't want so much hanging over the back. I just don't like the way it looks. Some people can pull it off very well, but I have not been able to master that yet. So I ended up making the house a little bit bigger, moving the stairs over, so that way I could make the house wider instead of longer. It was a lot. And I struggled because I wanted to have at least 2 bathrooms, one for the master bedroom and one for all the kids to share, which I'm sure would actually be a nightmare if you had 6 siblings, or I guess there's only 5 children. So either way, 4 siblings and sharing a bathroom, all 4 of you. It's a bit intense. But 2 of them are toddlers. I'm sure the toddlers could have shared a room, but I didn't want to do that. So yeah, also the shoe rack. I also put on BB Move objects because why wouldn't you? And I think I ended up using cheats twice. So I used Motherload, I think, twice, which is kind of saying something. I did want a very big house, but I liked the wood look. Like I said, I was going for more of a wood and kind of white and black look. So more just plain, and then the furniture would be the pops of colors and the wall colors. So I started with the kitchen because I love these countertops from Snowy Escape. I love them. They are the perfect countertops, especially for clutter. You can put stuff on those shelves. I don't know if you have to have BB Move objects on to do so, but I've put so much on those shelves and I love it. And the tinier islands are perfect for just liminal island when you have a smaller kitchen like this. So I really liked it, and it was honestly a really good choice. I like it, and I really love the countertops. I use them all the time. Even in bathrooms I've used them because they're just so cute. So I love them. And I ended up not putting any cabinets in because it was really hard to find cabinets that matched. I will say that. It was really hard to find cabinets that matched the countertops or even just the wood. I stuck a dishwasher in because, again, I wanted the family to be like a little more luxurious, and I know that the more stuff you have in the house, the more expensive your house is, obviously. And I wanted it to be a more up-to-date house. And then in my mind, I wanted to do like an accent brick wall, and I wanted to have deep red walls. And then somehow I ended up going with beige, and I didn't like it. I told myself I was going to go back to it, but again, I was getting so overwhelmed by how much I had to do with this house that I just ended up leaving it some color. I don't even think I ended up leaving it beige. I think I went with white because I couldn't stand to look at the beige. No, I think it is beige. Yeah, I think I left it beige. Okay. All the bathrooms were like half tile walls. And then I ended up going with, I think, white for most of the rooms because, I was so overwhelmed. So for the living room, I started filming while I was doing this, and I realized that this was going to be a very long video and that editing this would be awful. So I decided to go with speed build, talk over my speed build. And so I was looking for kind of couches that would scream more fun and luxurious. I ended up going with these ones because there's not a lot of variety in terms of shapes. So as you saw me put down like the restaurant booth because I wanted more of like an L shape, bigger couch, but we don't have a ton of those in The Sims 4. So I decided to go with kind of just couch and side chair combos, and then the pillow fluffs because everyone can sit on them and they're fun. And I had trouble picking a rug because it felt out of place to pick a white rug. I really wanted a fireplace, but all of them were just too dang tall for the TV, or at least where I had the TV. So, and it looked weird to have the TV hanging up a little bit. So I figured I didn't really need one. And choosing a coffee table was also an event because I wanted one that matched the wood, and it's really hard to find matching woods for some reason in The Sims 4. And then I just kind of put some extra things on the table, and I think I ended up moving the game console because I forgot I was going to do a basement too. Again, very ambitious. So I have this table here. Again, I wanted to go with like wood and white. So this was kind of going to match the kitchen. If you wanted more of an open floor plan, you could obviously just delete the wall between the dining room and the kitchen and have it be more open, but I wanted it to have two separate rooms and then have like a seating area in the kitchen. And then I realized that my dining room is a little too small, and so I had to make it slightly bigger. Again, I'm struggling with the figuration of the living room because I didn't think I had enough seats for my 7-person household. So then I didn't like that it got very semicircle-y and the bookshelf was hanging over, and I didn't like it too much. The bookshelf was too tall for the walls I have in the house, and it just looked weird everywhere else I put it. So I put it in the office, but then I realized, again, too tall, and I think I later got rid of the bookshelf. So anyways, I wanted to kind of, again, go with the wood vibe, and I will say, looking at it now, I'm kind of sad that this is what it turned out to be. The walls are so sad and depressing, and yeah, I'm going with the smaller bookshelf right here, I think. I do like a lot of the Snowy Escape stuff, though, I will say that. It's so chic in a different way, and it's so nice. I struggled finding a rug for the living room, though, which is kind of hilarious that it took so much energy to find a rug, and I ended up going with like a black and white one, I think. It was kind of ridiculous how much time I wasted on looking for a rug. Yeah, I don't even know if that's the one I went with. Upstairs was a whole nother battle. Once I got upstairs, I just thought, okay, do the bathrooms, make them all kind of look similar. It was a lot. It was really a lot to undertake, and honestly, the bathrooms were big enough for a shower tub combo for both bathrooms, so it wasn't too bad. And what else did I do up here? It wasn't too much. I just kind of put toddler beds in. That way both my toddlers could have a place to sleep. And then what else did I do? There wasn't really much to the upstairs. I hate to say it. I kind of was giving up hope because I didn't like where I was going. So I just kind of put beds. I will say the rooms are not very well decorated at all. They're very much like, what are the basics of a room? And what can you get away with in a room? But I wanted to make sure that I had one like young adult room and then 2 like youthful rooms and then 2 toddler rooms because that's the amount of children that I had in this save, and then of course a master bedroom. And then I just kind of put some wallpaper colors in and hope for the best. I don't know why I didn't realize that there were no lights anywhere. I kept forgetting that I need to put lights in for it to be brighter, and I just kept forgetting about it. So I put doors all over the place in the house so every door was the same. And then I also added a back porch, which is just honestly just that. It's just a porch. And yeah. And then I forgot that I didn't do the downstairs bathroom, so I just kind of put some stuff in there, hope for the best. It was a little spacious for being a bathroom that's just downstairs. And it does look a little odd just having that in there, but honestly, that's okay. That's okay. I kept struggling with how I wanted to do the bathroom, but you know what? I don't know that I'll actually be playing in this house a lot because I don't want them to age up because I need them so that I can try their clothes on. But then I ended up just putting windows literally anywhere and everywhere that I could think of. And for some reason, I still did not think to put lights anywhere until this moment. And yeah, I added some wood floors and some carpet, and that was basically what I did upstairs. I added maybe a few toys. I think I added a laptop. I added some dressers for all of the rooms as well, just because, you know, you need them. And yeah, one toddler bedroom doesn't even have dressers or anything. It literally just has a dollhouse and a toilet so that they can practice their potty skill. And that was kind of it. This one was the young adult room, so I gave her a laptop and obviously a desk and a dresser, and then that was it. Again, no decorations. I went very bare minimum on this because I was kind of going crazy and blowing through the money we had. I think this was my first time using the Motherlode cheat to get 50,000 simoleons, and then I realized I have not done the basement. So that's why it looks so weird, because I didn't even bother to add a railing in front of the staircase. It's just kind of a hole in the floor. I did add railings to the staircase, but I didn't add one that's kind of like a fence in the house. Yeah. And then I wanted downstairs to be, I guess, more of like a game room feel. So I used one of the aquariums from the spa day pack, and then some of the gaming things and like miscellaneous activity things, so like the foosball table. And then I ended up turning the laundry room into this the back room into the laundry room, I should say, because I think I was going to do a guest bedroom, and then I was like, I can't do one more bedroom. I will say I do tend to go back and forth to the preset room example for ideas for the laundry room, just because I never know where to find the shelving and stuff. So it's always just easier for me to find it on that page and change colors from there. And that's kind of what I did. I made all of the wallpaper the same, and I just played around with what to do with the items we had downstairs to make it more of like a fun activity space and not so much the family room, just because I felt like the living room was already so big that we didn't need additional space, if that makes sense. So I put some ottomans down, and then I put a pillow fluff or two down so that we had a TV area, and then I moved the console that I had upstairs to downstairs because I thought that would make more sense. All the gaming stuff is in the basement, and it's more of a family room. And it's really funny because I almost uploaded this house without roofing or without doing the upstairs outside. So that was really funny. I kind of forgot about that. And I will say the roofing just looks bad. I was so discouraged by this point that the roofing is literally atrocious, and I'm okay with that because I tried my best. So you can kind of see me struggling through the roofing. It's, even looking at it now, I just want to cry because it looks so bad. I was so distraught by this point about how this house should look. And I have, I think, like 2 different types of roofing like patterns on here. It's just not going together the way it should. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I really tried my best. You know, I really did. And that's all that matters, you know? Okay. We're coming toward the home stretch though, which is really exciting because I don't even want to watch me try to fix this roof anymore. Yeah, it just looks bad, and as you can see, my back porch is just sad. And I've got this random tiny roofing on the bottom there in the corner. Oh man, I can't wait to like revisit this in a few years and just say, what were you thinking? So it takes practice, and I'm gonna work on it, but it was really hard, I will say that much. So yeah, that's kind of the house, and that's what it looks like, and it's exciting. And I titled it My First Build. It's on the gallery. My EID is ZSinger 101. If you want to find me, if you forget that, the link is below in the description box. And I gave it the traits, I believe, oh, what did I give it? I can't even remember, but I know I gave it like, I don't remember. I gave it homey. Yeah, I gave it homey. And I gave it the sunshine one, I want to say. Yeah, sunny aspect. I gave it sunny aspect and homey. Because I couldn't think of anything else to give it, and I didn't want to give it a third one. So it has 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and like I said, it's on the gallery if you want to play with it. And the caption I gave it was like, building is hard. Yeah, the caption I gave it is building is hard. But I tried my best. Yeah. And it's on the gallery, and you'll be able to see those comments and have fun with that. So, oh man, just looking at this it took a lot. Yes, that is for sure. It took a lot. I definitely underestimated building, for sure. I've definitely been used to just downloading shells and calling it a day. But this was interesting, to say the least. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching that. That was my first official, like, full, very ambitious, I might say, build on The Sims 4. And maybe I'll try to dig up some old ones and renovate those and make them look a lot better. And maybe I'll go for a little bit smaller and aim a little smaller and work my way up. But anyways, on to the ShowToon Spotlight. So, I was really hoping that I could build a very beautiful, beautiful house, and the first song that popped in my head was Beautiful City from Godspell, and it opened in June of 1976, and it closed in September of 1977, and its music and lyrics are by Stephen Schwartz. And it's honestly beautiful. I've had the pleasure of being in the show. I would highly recommend. It's just a fun time, and honestly, I'd listen probably to the newer one. It just has a more modern and up-tempo feel than the original, in my opinion. And so if you like a more exciting, jumpier version of it, I definitely say listen to that version. And Hunter Parrish, who played Jesus, is just to die for. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next week, be kind.